Given who is currently in charge of the MTA, I do think that they are striving to provide the best service possible. Are they there yet? Not quite. They're working on it. They need more funding. They need more time. Capital improvements take, a long time, because another thing that sets our system apart from other comparable systems in the world is that we run 24/7, 365. Tokyo does not do that. DC does not do that. Moscow does not do that. Therefore, at night, from like midnight to 5 a.m., they have free reign in their tunnels to make repairs, to fix the tracks, to do these things. We have scheduled diversions because New York would freak out if the whole system was shut down at night. I mean, this is a 24-hour town, and that's never going to change. In terms of a profit, they really don't make one. They, if you look at the MTA's budget, they receive a substantial amount of money from the federal government, from the state, and from the city. But the fact that they've had to bond against the fare for the last 25 years is proof positive that they've actually been underfunded. You have to keep in mind that the MTA is an amalgamation of about 7 entities, including New York City Transit, the buses, subways, and then Metro North Railroad, Long Island Railroad, Long Island Bus, which was incorporated into New York City Bus about a week ago. Plus they have a bridge and tunnel program and a capital construction program. And all of these things cost an obscene amount of money.
The Straphangers campaign was started in the late 70s to deal with a lot of, and advocate for the riders who ride the subways every day. The Straphangers campaign started by releasing a lot of timely, comprehensive reports. Reports dealing with everything from the announcements in the subways to the cleanliness of the subways and the state overall of the subways and buses.
Well, once you get hang of the layout, it's pretty easy to use, also for a tourist.
Depends on the day, really, whether there's rain or snow or, delays for nature purposes or delays for technical reasons, because they sometimes have service changes and stuff like that. So.
Sometimes, well, it's sporadic. The service is sporadic, and you don't know when the trains are going to come sometimes. They say it's every 15 minutes, but it can take longer, so it's kind of a headache, on the weekends especially.
Ideally, the service, especially on the F train, would be increased because during rush hour in the morning, it's delayed. It's not delayed, but it's not as frequent as needed. You get on the train, it's super packed. There's no room to maneuver. You're a sardine in a can.
Make a schedule and stick to it. And that's just it. If they have a steady schedule and they stick to it, then we're all good.
It'd be cooler down there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would help.
I ride a bike if it's like close to me, within a 10-block radius. When it's further, then I'll just take the train.
As a tourist, I'd rather take the service. The traffic is quite harsh for us.
I would probably, if my workplace was a bit closer, I would bike it. I have in the past when I was working down in Tribeca, but now I'm all the way by Penn Station, and I'm not as comfortable on a bike maneuvering through traffic.
Improving frequency of service, and they call it the headway, the time seen trains. We want to see those reduced, we want to see more service, but a couple of really expensive projects have to happen to make it possible. Never forget, when you're talking about the subway, you're talking about tunnels that were dug starting in 1904 by 3 different companies that have now been integrated into one system, which is the MTA. We have definitely seen improvement. we're not there yet. There's still things that could be improved, especially in terms of regular frequency of service and bus times. Those are two major things that we want to see go up in the next few years in the short term.